I think what's always been really interesting about working with Nike is the amount of input they try to get from their athletes. So for me to be able to have a relationship with the head shoe designer for the golf shoes since I was a junior golfer, I think is something that's really cool.
Hey, here comes #1 in the world.
And you look at Scheffler and you go, oh gosh, this guy's going to do the same thing in 2025, right?
The best players in the world are taking complete notice of what Scottie Scheffler is doing.
Matt, what's going on?
All right.
Good to see you.
You too?
What's happening?
Let's talk shoes.
Baby blue.
Yeah.
When it came to designing this next shoe, there were some aspects of the shoe that I was wearing that I really liked, and there were some aspects of the shoe that I didn't like as much. Working with Matt and the rest of the shoe team, we kind of figured out what was really good about the shoe and different ways we could improve it.
I've been fortunate enough to work with Scottie close to the last kind of 10 or 12 years. Way back when Nike had equipment, Scottie was one of our athletes that, as a junior, played with Nike golf clubs. And then as we've kind of transitioned into the new chapter of Nike golf, we looked at Scottie, obviously the phenomenal talent that he is, but one of the things that sticks out is he's got really unique footwork.
All right, here comes the Scottie shuffle.
The traction on the bottom of the shoe is really important for me. You know, it's funny, you need the traction in the right side of the shoe to kind of post up against, but then when you turn, your left foot actually, especially mine, kind of spins and actually moves off the ground. So that's when I talk about the sweet spot in support, you know, it's having the ability to have something to push up against in the backswing and be able to turn through on the forward swing without, you know, the shoe rolling over. So there really is a sweet spot.
When you have a feeling, you have a feeling.
So with the Victory Pro 4, the most important thing for me was performance throughout the golf swing. The stuff we worked on at the beginning was a lot of stability, a lot of support in the shoe, and kind of worked our way back from there. So the first testing of the shoe we did on the golf course, I think Matt actually took some scissors to the shoe and was cutting off some of the support that I was feeling in the shoe to almost get less.
We just started cutting away parts and pieces of this shoe. And we got to a really clear point of view where Scottie said, I need more support exactly here, which is really what bred what we now call the fly wing.
Yeah, well, when it relates to the last shoe, one of the things that we liked was how far it was off the ground and what do you call the slope from heel to toe?
The offset.
The offset
Yep.
in the shoe. And so we kept that the exact same from the last shoe to this shoe, which was important to me because when you start changing those angles or height off the ground, you know, it can have an effect on your golf swing.
Hear that roll across the golf course. It's for the man who's the best in the game right now.
For me, what's most important about my pieces of equipment is if I'm out there thinking about how my driver is, I'm probably not going to be driving it very well. If I'm out thinking about my shoes, you know, the shoes probably aren't performing the way they need to be. And so when I go out and play, the most important thing is being able to focus on golf. And I feel like the shoes have put me in a good place where I feel supportive. Like I said, I'm not going to worry when we change turf conditions. Like when we go from the desert in Phoenix to Torrey Pines, I'm not worried about how my shoe's going to perform. I know I'm going to have good traction. I'm going to have a good support. I know I'm going to be able to walk 18 holes and not think about how my feet are going to feel at the end of the day.
Get a little momentum going into Saturday. Just pours it in. And that's 2 in the last 3 holes.
For me, having the layoff to start the year and coming out and playing 3 weeks in a row, it's not easy for the body just to get back into golf shape. Like the only way to get back into golf shape is by playing golf. And I think having a shoe that performs really well as a golf shoe, while also having that comfort and feel of a tennis shoe is really important, you know, especially when you're going out and walking 18 holes. And you know, like I said, I can take them right out of the box and put them on and they feel like they're already worn in.